My life is far too simple. Yet I am not the son of a businessman or the descendants of the Dunedains. Well, that's according to my theory. In 2012, my parents escaped. One of the most devastating moments for any child. Our house was sold, my father devastated, and my mother's surprises had hardly even started. Daily life as we knew it came to an end. My mother and I moved into a two-room flat, and my father's cabriolet was traded for a camper van. Once a week, on Tuesday night, he spent a night with me. Yes, I spent a part of my childhood on four wheels. Here's the definition of the perfect family. Full of love, able to rebuild itself even in the middle of a storm, you'd probably say. Only you're forgetting two elements. Firstly, I'm not telling you the whole story for obvious storyline reasons. Secondly, my pain and sorrow have only just begun. I had too much love. When we have too much love, especially when we don't have the right mind, we create our own problems. For years, I was suffering from what is called obsessive behavioral disorders. My first girlfriend and childhood friend can bear witness. I was like an overprotected and overcuddled demon. The more I behaved badly, the more they gave me love. As a result, shameful scars filled my arms. My mind was playing tricks on me, always inventing new ways to get me, and I was rejecting more and more of that love. Telling you what my tics were would be of no interest, and that goes too much into my personality to be on YouTube. It was in the most difficult moments of my life, a simple constriction of my mind. The hardest thing in all that was to cope with dozens of tics that fitted together and prevented me from sleeping, growing, eating, and living.
Je crains le châtiment, j'attends chaque jour ma pénitence, car le diable des fois m'invite à voir sa résidence. Partout c'est mort comme si le monde était juste une immense cage, vu que nos cœurs s'endurcissent comme une brique plongée dans le ciment. Ouais, mon silence en dit long, je rêve de grimper toutes les...
Strangely, it was the tipping point of my life. I've suffered for years. Only this suffering was the key that was missing to me. We can only live from love and fresh water if we face real suffering. Arthur Rimbaud wanted to live like this truly, which is why he thought that the writer was short. He felt the need to suffer. The happiness we all idealize does not exist. I'm convinced that by changing a few words, the thesis of some of our ancestors on freedom, we would be very close to truthful. Perhaps too close. Ataraxy is unbearable because our cycle follows this path. Suffering, tears, resignation, smiles, then love, and it never ceases repeating. On the way out of this unclear atmosphere that a madman could not imagine, I understood something. I need to feel pain, and I appreciate feeling pain. Pain is needful because boredom quickly surfaces. A life without tears is a wasted life. If there are no tears, there are no smiles either, and joy doesn't emerge. Pain has to be appreciated in the same way as an unexpected storm. Without lightning and without outpouring of torrents of water, the earth is not renewed. Paulownia trees are running out, and life becomes compromised. Let's take a look at the last Bitcoin correction. It grew unprecedented to a top, making the population tremble, and then lost 20,000 euros in 2 days, terrorizing all amateur investors. A few weeks later, here it is, higher than it has ever been. Those who were afraid and having taken their money out when they were at their lowest of the losers. And those losers will, or at least a part of them, think and question their actions. They'll become experienced and will be happy to win in the future. Thus, if we understand mathematical reasoning or the methodologically functioning, we understand why it is necessary for us to suffer, to become prosperous beings and appreciate our life as it should be. This pain I experienced because of the disorders that I, myself, invented is now normal for me. I am used to it, and I now have the ability to go through it again, without too much difficulty. But today, when I face a painful period, I look in the mirror. I force myself to pull myself together, and it takes a week, 2 months, or 3 years, I return, stronger, my head full of memories, and by embodying a deep recognition to all those who have allowed me to be here today. I am not a normal boy, because I don't wish for a normal life. Merci.
me tuer pour de bon. Qu'est-ce qu'ils iront dire à mes parents? Monsieur, madame, votre fils était drogué, il n'a rien laissé en partant. En parlant de ça, tout va tellement mieux depuis que je bois. Tout paraît tellement vieux depuis que je vois. Quand même pas 20 ans, j'ai perdu la voix.